conversation around AI in business and organizations is return on investment, or ROI. And we're all familiar with that term. How are we viewing ROI?
Yeah, that is the question. So what we do is we look at it in 3 different parts, right? So the big question is the ROI financially. I'm going to put this much money into this. What can I expect, right? That is going to take a while, because what you need to get everything aligned. So it doesn't happen overnight.
And when you talk about things being aligned, we're talking about your data,
right,
your structure aligned. So whatever AI you're implementing, which can mean small to big, the AI knows what data and processes it's drawing from, so it doesn't have to decipher.
Exactly. Because if it's not organized, if the data's not organized, if the processes aren't organized, right, it doesn't matter. The AI doesn't unravel that for you. So you have to have all of this in place, the structure, the alignment, and then also what you want out of it. So that's the big one, right? But then we do ROI in a cultural setting, and that return happens instantly. That happens with training. It happens with morale. It comes with individuals feeling empowered and being able to actually use the AI tools that are there, like Copilot and ChatGPT. So that cultural ROI, you can see immediate results from that.
With structured training and guidance.
Exactly.
And I think that's also, it's preventing what we're calling, shadow use of AI, which is often happening in companies, whether employees are being told to use it or they're being told not to use it. They're still taking the initiative and using a tool. And if they're not trained on, and if they don't have specific guardrails and policy and governance, then that also can hurt the cultural ROI.
Right.
Okay.
And then the other thing that we see is just plain relevance. How relevant is your company or organization going to be in the next 3 to 5 years? Relevance is simply being engaged in the conversation of AI, so that you're not behind. So one thing we do see is sometimes we'll run into a company and they'll say, well, maybe it's not quite there yet. We'll explore it next year, right? In 2026. And I suppose that's fine, but by the time you do that, the speed of everything is changing so fast that now you're 18 months behind.
Right.
And culturally, you're behind.
Right.
Because now your workforce, your employees, simply aren't familiar with the tools. They're not already familiar with how to use it. So I guess the bottom line for us is we say start small. Start with just some training. Get people relevant, get people acclimated to it, and really don't ignore it. That's the big thing.
That's the big takeaway.
Yeah.